Right. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Randy here with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you an awesome video today. First of all, happy Friday. Sorry for not getting videos out earlier this week. I've been traveling for work in my hotel room right now, making this for you. So, in today's video, we're playing the Lord of the Rings Rise to War. We are talking about 3 reports. We're going to do a quick skim and talk about the beautifulness. Okay. The first report is going to be Kier Dan versus Elrond. Shout out to Palantir with Woof for all the duels we had yesterday. I thought that this was impressive, not for Kier Dan, but I thought this was worth looking at due to the Elrond build. We had all written off Elrond in Season 3 and 4 because half Elven was worthless. Elrond's damage couldn't put out very much. But now that Boone, half Elven, and some of his other skills have been straightened out, Elrond is actually a very powerful commander, and this is one of the first examples I've seen. I also like the fact that he's using mostly purple gear, so this is an accessible build that really anybody can run. Okay, so first off, let's look at the gear real quick. Obviously, he's running a ranged build here, okay? He's got plus damage on the weapon, plus damage on the chest, plus damage on the helmet with madness, and then healing and focus on the accessory. The point of this build, of course, is going to be a mixture of the Convener plus the Boon, okay, plus the R5 tree. The R5 tree is going to give all of his elves 25% damage. Then you have Boon here, which is going to give you another potential plus 20% or minus 20% damage received. Half Elven is really powerful, right? That was one of the skills that was fixed. This is going to give you plus 10% damage for each Elven unit present. So if he has 3 Elven units present, that's 30% damage there. That's 25% damage from Valyas from the R5 tree. Right there is 55% increased damage for all elves. Then, if you happen to trigger the 20% damage bonus from Boone, you could be looking at a 75% damage bonus for the entire fight for your Elven units, okay? Combine that with Convener with Double Strike, and you have a very powerful damage build, all right? Which is very clear, and you'll see. I'm going to look at the first two. We'll look at the first 2 rounds, and you're going to see the damage output he's able to pump out. And check this out. Boone does trigger the plus 20% damage here, so you're going to see 75% bonus damage on Elrond's units. Okay, just from skills. That's without putting gear into it at all. Like, look at this damage from the Bowknights. 12-5, 12-8, right? They got the double strikes. Sentinels hitting for almost 22k a piece. Okay, so let's just call this 43k, 25k. Now we're at 68,000 damage output before we even get to the Heralds, okay? Here's the Heralds, no double strike, okay? So we're at 75k damage in round 1. It's really pretty strong damage. It's pretty substantial. And if you happen to run Keepers on these instead of Heralds, you could see crazy damage from the Keepers with all of that damage bonus, okay? Here's the Heralds. So even after my Heralds got beaten to the ground, they procced Teleri, they still hit for 31,400 damage, okay? This Kier Dan build is, it doesn't win a whole lot, but it's sure fun to look at the reports, okay? Here in round 2, the damage just is going up, and I don't know why. I don't know why the damage is going up so substantially, but the damage has gone up quite a bit. Why is that? Oh, because Kier Dan runs White Council. Okay, so now with White Council gone, I've lost the White Council buff. He's hitting for full damage. This is now full damage from the Bowknights, all right? 31,500 damage. From the Sentinels, okay, we're running at about 55,000 damage from the Sentinels, okay? Just so much pew-pew coming in here, folks. The Heralds, Elrond is an interesting build, okay? So I'm going to move on to the next report here. Elrond is cool. He's back. He's here to stay. He can put out some crazy damage. And the next report we're going to talk about is going to be this Theoden versus Theodon, okay? Ignore for a second the level difference. There is a 5-level difference. The gear is, slightly in my favor, so let's just call it even. I think I'm a slightly higher respect level. So the fact that he's 5 levels higher balances out my higher respect and my stronger gear, okay? But all in all, mostly purple gear. Pretty much the same build on both accounts where we're running Chaotic Retreat with Mounted Combat, okay? He's got some points in Riding Excellence down there. Yes. So what I'm doing in this build is comparing Fallen versus the Shire Protectors. So Fallen have been a staple of cavalry damage builds on the evil side for a long time. In Season 2 and Season 3, they became popular with Theoden as you start to get mixed unit marches. Primarily, I don't know if you guys remember, I ran a Theoden Fall and Retaliate build that was literally undefeatable in Seasons 2 and 3. Nobody could kill it. And this version is a standard Theoden build running Fallen. So basically, you rely on the fact that you're going to get plus 60% damage from Spite somewhere around round 3 or 4. After that point, your damage will be crazy. I'm here to tell you that the Shire Protectors damage is even better. Okay? And let's talk about why. The Shire Protectors not only have a half-decent damage range, it's a little bit low, but when you add in their bonus here from Well-Traveled, if they're running with a man or a hobbit commander, they gain plus 10 attack. That puts their base attack range at 40 to 44, okay? That is a huge jump. 40 to 44 base attack range puts them at, I'd say, like a 20% damage advantage over Fallen without Fallen Spite stacks, okay? In addition to that, they are immune to madness through the Pure of Heart, okay? There is a 50% chance every round to cleanse an ally and cleanse their madness, which makes them very powerful team players. But in addition, they have the Unexpected Threat ability, which increases all of their damage, okay? This is a 50% damage increase every 50% of the time proc, okay? So this averages out to a 25% damage bonus over 10 rounds. Realistically, their damage... And then, right, that base damage modifier gets modified by all of Theoden's damage bonuses. So they're receiving more damage per modification percentage. Since their base damage is 20% higher than Fallen, they will gain a dramatically higher damage bonus from Rohirrim and things like that, okay? So, the actual damage output, let's take a look, because this, I was surprised with how rough this report was. All right. I expected the Fallen to come in here and do some work, and I expected to come away with a win, maybe have like 20% of my health left. But this fool came in, he killed me, he had 60% of his health left, okay? So, as you can clearly see, those Shire Protectors pumped out the damage, and my Fallen did not succeed. Let's look at the first 2 or 3 rounds here, okay? And then we'll end the video, because I don't want to make you sit here listening to my beautiful voice for too long on a Friday morning. Happy Friday, I love you a long time. So the Fallen are coming in, hitting for 94. They're getting rid of their Rohirrim stacks, okay? Ram Rider's getting a double strike with Mounted Combat. Look at the damage this is about to happen here. You got to look at this. You got to check this out. Here's the, first of all, Shire Protectors cure the Swan Knights of Fear, just in case they're maddened, okay? Then they come in. Look at how much higher damage they're dealing. There is less Shire Protectors. There's 2250 Shire Protectors versus 2600 Fallen. I'm already running 20% more troops than them, okay? I'm running 20% more Fallen than they're running Shire Protectors. But because that damage is 20%, their base damage is 20% higher, they're getting so many more bonuses from Theoden's Rohirrim and just overall Theoden damage bonus. They also got a higher damage roll, right, on their damage range, but that is significantly higher than my damage, which was, what, 9,000? 9,400 versus 16k, like that's pretty significant. Here in round 2, guys, I'm getting my damage stacks up, okay? Now we're hitting for 12-7. We're getting more damage out. More damage out, and yes, the Swans have high defense right now, so keep that in mind. It's not just a flat damage bonus, okay? Difference. Here we go into round 2. The Shire Protectors, again, cure their Swan Knights of Madness, just in case. And here we go. Here's Unexpected Threat. Out of nowhere, out of nowhere, this fool gets double unexpected threat procs, okay? This can trigger on both the mounted combat and the auto attack, which is what happened here. Here on the auto attack, Shire Protector triggers unexpected threat. They hit my Ram Riders for 30k, dude. 30k, where Hiram isn't even maxed out yet. Then they come in and they punch my Ram Riders for 12k with mounted combat, again with unexpected threat. So that wasn't even a max damage hit. I hope I get to see a max damage mounted combat proc from them. Let's see. I haven't gone through this report in detail yet. Here we go into round 3, guys. The Fallen, where's my damage? My Fallen are hitting decently. They're not doing terrible, but they're hitting for 16.5. They don't have their spite stacks up yet. They are only at 18% damage bonus from spite. Okay, so they are not competitive yet with the Shire Protectors. The Shire Protectors, without triggering damage bonus, are hitting for 21.5. That is a big difference, guys. That is an enormous difference. Okay, 16 versus 21, big difference. Here we go. My damage stacks. Right, I've now received 12% bonus damage from spite. My Rohirrim is maxed out. So Shire Protectors are getting hit for 21k. That's not too bad. The counterattack, they're hitting my Dragoons for 25k. All right. I just really want to see a mounted combat proc from these guys. My Fallen are hitting from 22.7. Fallen are very strong. They're still pumping it out, right? Here we go. I'm getting hit for 28.8 because of unexpected threat. Round 6 here. Fallen hitting for 19. Okay, Shire Protectors. Shire Protectors coming in with a regular mounted combat proc of 12. Unexpected threat. You get a 34k hit against me. Their damage is just, it's crazy, dude. I cannot keep up with the damage. I'm trying, but my units are just getting pummeled. So, guys, that is the fight. Clear victory here for Jerry with Boss. Love you long time, Jerry. Nice, Theoden. If you guys are wondering if Shire Protectors are the way to go, I can firmly confirm for you now that the answer to that question is yes, okay? So stay tuned, guys. I have some very special builds coming very soon. I have a build you've never seen before. It's probably going to knock your socks off. It is going to be crazy damage from somebody who you basically thought was a floating potato. So get excited. Stay tuned. I love you long time. Randy out.